Well, class is back in session, or it will be soon. So this means it's time to reset a routine so we can have some big wins during this back-to-school season. Do not be stressed because life coach and motivational speaker Marcedes Fuller is here to help us switch gears so that we can have a successful school year. It's so good to see you, Professor.
As always. Hey.
How have you been?
Excellent. How about you?
I've been good. It's been so busy.
Yes.
And I think a lot of parents are feeling a little bit sad because they've sent some kids off to college, overwhelmed, but we're going to get you covered this morning.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So why is this such a stressful time for people?
So this is one of those other shuffle seasons that we like to talk about because we have not only the students going back to school, but it's like the family is shuffling.
Yeah.
We have the students, we have the teachers, we have administration. It's a lot of people that are impacted by back to school season, not to even mention that there are 5,300 plus colleges and universities in the United States, and we have over 17 million students in these colleges and universities going back to school as well.
There's a little term that you invented too that is so very true. The Sunday scaries.
The Sunday scaries. So that's a term that I borrowed, creatively borrowed. But this is that stuff, that emotion that we feel when we're starting to do something new. So with students, they feel these scaries when they're getting ready to go back to school. Parents getting ready to go back to work or anything that we're trying to do new, sometimes we get that anxiety the day before. So this is the Sunday scaries, and it's not just limited to Sundays. This can be any time before we start anything new.
Okay, so here's the deal. We're going to help you with some tips to make those Sunday scaries a little bit less and keep you going. So let's talk about getting in gear for the school year when it comes to families. And I know scheduling is very important.
Absolutely. Scheduling is a big thing. So this is what my dad did back in the day. He did what was called a back on track meeting.
Okay.
This is where he said,
oh, you had a meeting? I'm going to do that.
It
Come on, kids. We're having a meeting.
We had notepads, we had highlighters and everything, and we went to another city. We escaped out of San Antonio and sat down and had this business meeting where we talked about the schedules, looking looking at what everyone is getting ready to do this year. We talked about our goals, and not only was it important for us to have like these one-on-ones, but it was important for the family to have the discussion because everyone's impacted. So just, and then we did a hard reset.
What's a hard reset?
So after the back on track meeting, we had our plan of action. And then when we went back home, it was implementation time. It was time to reset the schedules, get the house organized, get everything in line so that we could be prepared for that successful school year.
I am never starting school again without having this meeting. Yes, I love this idea.
Now, as a child, I was like, oh my gosh, here's another one of these meetings.
But look how good you turned out.
Now I recognize the value of it. And your kids will appreciate that. But it gives us that time to come together and be on one team.
So let's talk about the kids now. So we've had our meeting. I feel like I've given everyone the tools to be back on track. What do the kids need to do to be successful this school year?
Number one thing, the kids might not agree with this, but they need rest.
Yeah.
They're not tracking their schedules. They're not tracking how much time they've spent on technology. They're not paying attention to what their bodies will be facing when they go back into the classroom. So rest, but also parents and families, get on those school websites and find out what the teachers are asking or what the school is expecting for the students, because many schools nowadays are putting that information out ahead of time so that we can prepare. Another thing, find out what supplies the students are going to need on day one, because there's some teachers, like when I was teaching, I was ready to teach day one. I wasn't, introductions took 5 minutes, but I was ready to teach that curriculum.
Get it all in.
A lot of teachers are ready to jump straight into the routines, and so we want our kids prepared. That's the biggest thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk college kids too, because although some kids started this week, some are starting Monday, college mostly starts on Monday.
Absolutely.
And that's a whole nother world for kids.
A whole nother world, because many college students are away from home. Or they're going to be spending more time on these college campuses than they would at home. There are over 17 million college students in the United States. So those are, think about that as the number of lives that are impacted and changing. So you want to learn your campus. That's the number one thing. I took a tour of my campus, but I did like the campus learn your class schedule.
That's so important. My kid got lost the first day and it nearly ruined her.
Yeah, and if you're afraid of not looking cool, go, in the evening, take a friend or whatever, and walk your campus, learn it, find out what resources are available on campus, because there's so many resources that are available that are paid for in tuition that many students don't get to take advantage of because they don't know that they're there.
Right.
Read ahead and create those organizational systems. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah,
Keyword,
absolutely.
prepare.
I got Addie, my youngest, a planner for the first time.
Yes.
She is very confused by that thing. She is like, what is this planner? I don't
Yes.
understand. So we are working on that. Great information, Marcedes. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
If you need a little coaching in your life, perhaps you need someone to take you to the next level, or you're looking for someone to get you started down the right track, it is Marcedes Fuller. He's here in San Antonio. Give him a call at 210-579-0546. And of course, you can find out more at marcedesfuller.com, and you can follow him on social media at Marcedes Fuller.